Hi guys, it's Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet, and today is Whips and Foes Day. Yep, Whips and Foes Day. So, how about we start with foes, because they're right here in front of me. I'm using a lot of scrap yarn, and they don't have, I didn't save ball bands. I'm hoping that some of these can be washed. I will have to go and check to see if they can all be washed and dried. And if they can't, then, well, they're not going to get donated. They'll have to, maybe I'll take them to the thrift store and let somebody, I don't know. But this is one very, very ugly. I have no clue what I was doing with it, but I was just having fun. This is something that I would never wear, so it is going to get donated. I'm not sure anybody will want this, but it is what it is, and it is a whole bunch of different yarn mixed together. I'm putting it in our donation bag. There are 2 blankets in there that my friend Maggie made, and whenever she's done, she normally brings them to me, and I kind of store them until they're ready to go be donated. I did make this one. I have no clue. This is a cowl. I do not know what yarn that I used. Hopefully it can be washed and dried. But there's that right there. Okay. This yarn, I do know what I used, and I will have to look. It's down at the bottom somewhere over there. But this is Red Heart Collage. I am not sure if this can be washed or dried, but it's a big infinity scarf. And it can go up over the head like that. It'll definitely keep somebody warm. I was even thinking that I might keep it for myself, but that's not the idea. This was donated yarn. So yarn that is donated I do not use for myself, because that would not be a right thing to do. So this is going into the pile. I did, however, buy some for me, but it's in a different color. This hat, I did happen to have a ball band for, and it's Loops and Threads Impeccable in the colorway Luxury. So I don't know what pattern I used. I made this when I was at the clubhouse doing one of our weekly meetings, and there was a pattern for this there, and I have no clue what it was. So this will go back into the scrap bin, and I might be able to make a scrap gown or something out of it. Not sure. I'll give it to Maggie and she can make a scrap gown. But I'm almost positive this can be washed and dried. Yes. Okay. This is from a Caron cake with the ones that come with the little pom-pom. It's just a regular double crochet with front post doubles and back post doubles for the brim. And this one does fit me. So, and I even have a ponytail in. I very rarely don't. But, so I mean, this fits me, and it goes well over my ears. I try to make sure that all the hats I make can go over ears, since we do get really cold here. So, there's that one. These 3, I don't know which yarn I used. This was donated from Michael's. Well, not really donated. They gave it to me Not gave it to me. I bought it. But each skein, I think I ended up buying about, I think it was like 83 skeins of it. They were all on clearance. And one skein will make a small hat like this one, a little kid hat. So last year I made a whole bunch of little kid hats this size, and now I'm making a couple that I have to use 2 skeins of yarn with. And I think this is a color 2. So I mean, they're just whatever. But the Michaels gave them to me at a great discount of 50 cents a ball. They sat in the clearance bin for the longest time, and I just asked them if they would consider doing it. We've sent them pictures of the hats that we've made with them, and pictures of us taking them to the donation site. So Michaels has been very good. They have a new manager now. They're not so good, or he's not so good about donating items like the other one was. It seems like he's all in it for the money, and he'll let stuff get tangled and nasty to where he has to throw it away before he will lower the price even 50 cents to go to a worthy cause. But, you know, that's okay. That's him, and I'm good with that, because we get donations from everywhere, and just in my stash alone of donated yarn for what we do, I'll show you one. But I have this is a 50-gallon tote right here. And just for, yeah, you see my son's artwork whenever he was little? I always have to keep it on there. Just for donations alone, I have, they are 50 gallons, I think. Oh, excuse me, 35 gallons. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 35-gallon totes full of just yarn that has been donated. My friend, one of our other, or my other cohort in crime, she has the majority of it at her place because she has more room. But I don't like going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So whenever I pick up a donation, I normally just keep that here. And when she picks up one, she keeps it there. And right now my bins are all full. So whatever donations I get goes to the clubhouse. And we have 1, 2, 3, we have like 15 members who come together, and we make stuff for, you know, hats for the kids for winter clothing drive. We do hats for adults, teenagers. I normally specialize in making the hats. We have different specialties around, but I do scarves and stuff. Maggie makes the blankets because I hate doing blankets. So yeah, don't send me any donations for yarn. I have more than enough for all. I have more yarn for donations than I think that I will ever get through. But yes, please don't send me any yarn for donations. Yeah, I have 4 totes that are bigger than this. They're like this big. 2 35-gallon and 2, I think the other one is 40 or bigger. But okay, so now that that's out of the way, I let's go to the whips. I have 4 active whips. I have about 23 or 24 whips. I'm not allowed to start another project until I get these whips down. I did, however, start another project in this one and in this one. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to, but I got super excited. So I did start them, and they are part of my whips. And I started this one too because I got really, really excited with this one. So I have 4 active whips. This yarn, my friend Bernadette sent me. Bernadette lives in California. I am using an I 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. And this, Bernadette sent me 2 balls or 2 cakes of Caron latte cakes from last year in the color red macaroon. It is not red, it is orange. You guys can clearly see that that is orange. Well, I started with this ball, or this cake. And no matter what I did, it did not like what I was doing. I've had to frog it, I can't tell you how many times. I was making a poncho, and it was a bag-a-day poncho. And I got this far on it. I mean, isn't that gorgeous? But I've had to rip it out and rip it out. So I finally determined that this did not want to be a poncho. So instead of ripping it out again, because I might try and go back and finish that, probably not though. I will have to rip it out. Because with the other ball, or other cake, I started a cowl. And it actually likes being a cowl. I actually just started it yesterday because this cake didn't like being what it wanted to be, so I was really afraid to try making this cake something. But this cake is actually liking this. I have yet had to frog it. Of course, I'm just beginning, but I don't care what this cake says. It is going to be a cowl. And I'm just using a bag-a-day pattern for this. I think it's her, I think Mr. Bag-a-day is modeling this one in a boy color, but I'm making it in my color. So this is all I have, and my son has not pulled a card. I'll have to show you my system for what whips I work on each day, but he has, 4 cards that he can choose for me to work on. I seem to only be able to work on one whip one day at a time. There has been times that after I've gotten them down that he pulls the same card. So he knows that I have a hard time doing the same thing day after day. So whatever I worked on the day before, that card does not get put back in until he draws a new card. My surprise is falling. There, that was a gift from Maggie. Okay, so that's this whip. This whip is another bag-a-day. It is her large mouth or wide mouth cowl, but I really like the way Ella from No Catchy Name did hers with excuse me, with the cowl being smaller, closer to my neck. Because we all know that in Alaska, where I am in particular, 40 below is happens very often, and you need something around your neck. We don't hibernate at 40 below. You know, the farm still has to run, and that's just how that is. I did I'm making a hat to go with this, and it's over here. I did get a couple of acquisitions from Joanne, and one of them is another skein of this, so I can hopefully make a hat. I'm on my second skein right now, so I know I wouldn't have enough to make a hat to go with it. So I got another skein of it. And there's a stitch marker I'm using. My friend Debbie made that one for me. Okay, so that's that whip. It's getting really, really hot in here. Heat stroke hot. Okay, so my next whip is from Jennifer at Cinnamon Stitches. I got her pattern, and I am using Gazelle Rock and Roll, and it's blue, and then it shimmers gold. Isn't that cool? I'm estimating that I just pulled out 3 balls. Here's some more of my other rock and roll right here. I have different colors in those. But the blue and gold, the rest of it is downstairs. And this is what I have so far. Right here. And maybe it'll get picked today for me to work on it. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. But I'm going to wear this over my sweatshirt to the hockey games, because I just thought that it would be fun to wear since it's blue and gold and it shimmers. Okay, so that is whip number 3. And I want to say thank you to Cinnamon for the great pattern, and thank you for the gift of the pattern. Cinnamon, Jennifer, thank you. I love it. And my last whip that is active, don't look, Madonna. Don't look, Ethel. Don't look, Madonna. Okay, let me pull some out here. This is my knitting that I'm doing. This is 100% knit stitch. And the last time I showed it to you guys, I was right here. So I have just, every now, whenever I feel like it, or I'll take a break when I'm working on this, I'll just do a row and then stick it back. So that's all I've done. Not only am I a slow crocheter, but I'm an even slower knitter. So that's it, and I will show you, I did get a couple of things from Joanne. I have been eyeing them. Oh no, he's fallen again, or she's fallen again. I'll show you her in just a minute. I've been eyeing this yarn, and I know you guys will know the reason why as soon as I show it. So it is Buttercream Luxe Craft Angel Hair, and the color is called Rust Blue. Isn't that a beautiful orange? I know it's not my normal neon super bright orange, but I just loved that. So I it was on sale for 25% off. So I picked up 3 of them. And while I was getting those 3, because I knew I was, how do you open this? This is closed. Okay. I got the pumpkin color. It's 51% acrylic, 27% polyamide, and 22% wool. That is about true to color right there. But I just thought, won't these two go really well together? I got 3 of each one. So I did pretty good. I only came out with 7 skeins of yarn. 3 of each of these. And the one Red Heart Hoonah. So, oh, now I can tell you about my little friend. Isn't she cute? I kept telling my friend Maggie that I needed a pin cushion because I just kept losing the pins. Now, she knows my favorite color is orange, but she also knows that I like other bright colors, so she made me a little zombie pink pin cushion. Now, I know I'm mad. I'm also a little twisted because I was thinking, yeah, that's kind of zombie-ish, but it's also kind of voodoo-ish. So, I don't have any enemies. That's the thing, is technically I should have an enemy, but, you know, he took care of himself. I don't have to worry about him anymore. But I don't have an enemy, so I can't really use it as a voodoo doll. But in case I happen to find an enemy, I do have a voodoo doll / zombie pincushion. So, we shall see. Maybe I can get another friend to go with it. If I had won an egg, Sandy, United States Sandy. Not Sandy, Canadian Sandy. But I didn't win an egg. So, my friend made me a, what do you call it? What did I call it? Geez, okay, we're just calling it a zombie. Pincushion. Pincushion. There we go. All right. So, I'll talk to you guys later. And I still love you, Sandy, even though I didn't win an egg. It's all good. Kind of. I am a little butthurt. But it's all good. Seriously, it is. It's the fun. I love seeing what's happening, and I can't wait to see all of those eggs hatch. And neither can I. Have to come up with a name. Do we need to have another contest? Not a contest. Another giveaway. A creepy name. For Name the Zombie / Voodoo Doll. And it's got to be it's got to be creepy. And it can't be named Esmeralda because my mannequin is named Creeper Esmeralda. When I get all this taken care of, I'll introduce you to Creeper Esmeralda. She's creepy, especially whenever we play hide and seek with her. Okay, my son and I, we are very, very close. He's a mama's boy. And we love to play jokes on each other. So, the other day, he hasn't found her yet. The other day I hit her. We have a room underneath he's probably listening. I did it to him before, so he won't be expecting it there again. But I hid Creeper Esmeralda in our, we call it the Harry Potter room, because it's the room where we keep different stuff underneath the stairs. So whenever he goes to open that again, he's going to have a heart attack. He did that to me once, and I won't tell you the profanity, whichever, came out of my mouth. But he laughed so hard he fell out of the chair. So I'm still trying to get him back. He left it, he put it right here at the doorway. So whenever I came in and cut the light on, I have Creeper Esmeralda just right there, screamed bloody murder. So it's harder to get him, but I'm going to get him. So that's Creeper Esmeralda. So let's name this little cutie. It's got to be something creepy. I don't really know any creeper names. But yeah, can't be Esmeralda. And it can't be any of the goat names. So yeah, help me name this little thing. It's a pincushion. I don't know if it's a voodoo or a zombie pincushion. So I don't know what the winner will get. Devin and I will choose a name, just like we did for the kitty cat. Only one name. Only one suggestion or one name can be suggested. So that way I give everybody a better chance. So yes, only suggest one name. And let's name this little cutie. She's kind of cute. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.